letting us know that California's birthday was coming up, the 175th anniversary of statehood, and basically asking all the counties, I believe, throughout the state of California to provide the state a proclamation, and obviously Riverside County is not going to be left behind. We're going to go ahead and do the same, and it'll be up there, I believe, in the halls of the building. Well, that's what I call the bubble, up in Sacramento, and just thought it was appropriate that because we're all Californians here, at least my colleagues, in the sense of being supervisors, policymakers, on behalf of the county of Riverside and being part of the state of California. In case they want to say anything, that this is their chance as well. Is there someone here? I'm not sure there is. Oh, okay. Hi, what is your name? All right, Karina. And you are from?
The governor's office.
The governor's office. All right. Hey, just give Karina a round of applause. Karina, what is your last name? Cabrera. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah. Hey, kick back. Hang on. She'll talk right now. In any event, I'm gonna ask Karina. I've been summoned here by my colleague to let her talk. But Karina, how can I forget that name? That's my sister's name. Karina, please.
Well, thank you so much, Riverside County Board of Supervisors. It's an honor to be here with you all, with the community. I'm Karina Cabrera. I serve as part of the Governor's External Affairs team, and I'm based here in Riverside. So it's great to not only serve our great state of California, but to be based here in this beautiful community. So I had a long speech, but I'll keep it very short and just say that it's so exciting to celebrate with you all California's 175th. We just celebrated it on September 9th, and we are encouraging all residents to find ways to celebrate, whether it's volunteering at a local food bank, connecting with your neighbor, visiting one of our beautiful state parks. Find an opportunity to celebrate, and what brings us together. Find ways to come together and celebrate California's 175th in unity. So on behalf of the governor, I want to thank you all for honoring this incredible milestone, and thank you to Riverside County for always being a partner, whether it's on innovative programs through homelessness. I know you all have gotten a lot of recognition from the state on your efforts there, or on economic development. You all are part of that history that makes California great. So just want to, again, thank you all, and let's continue to celebrate for the rest of the year on what brings us together, being Californians. Thank you so much.
Very quickly, Karina, what do you do for the governor's office?
I get to work with all of you here in the community. So I get to work with stakeholders, community partners, community organizations, as well as business organizations. So if you want to connect at any time, my door is always open. I'm here to be a liaison for you all from the governor's office. So please do reach out anytime.
Thank you. Colleagues, any of my colleagues like to say a few words?
If I must.
By all means.
I think each of us who lives here in California probably has a California story and something noteworthy in your life that continues your gratification for being a Californian. I will share a little bit of mine. Some of it I have previously shared, but my family has been here since the mid to late 50s. My father graduated from medical school at Howard University in Washington, D.C. in 1954 and had an obligation to go back to Mississippi and serve as, well, I won't go into all the details, but to serve at the state hospital as a medical doctor who would provide medical services to a segregated part of the hospital population. But he would tell us stories later that when he had to make house calls at night, and this again is in the mid-50s in Mississippi, that he would carry a gun with him for his own protection. And that concern and worry ultimately led to him making a choice when the Air Force brought him to California for some reserve service, and they made him the chief medical officer at the downtown LA induction center. He decided he liked California. So he set up a small practice in Pasadena, and he wrote the state of Mississippi a letter saying, we're not coming back. You like it here in California. And apart from just brief stints living elsewhere while I was in the Navy, I've lived here my whole life. And we now have grandchildren who live with us in Riverside County. We love Riverside County. We love living here in California. So happy birthday, California.
Karen?
Well, I got here a little bit after you in 72. And I came from Missouri when there was tornadoes and there was snow, and you walk 5 miles to school uphill both ways, and you can laugh at that one. My kids still don't believe me. But it was a whole different life. And when you always heard growing up about California, it was like dreamland. My sister fought, but I said, let's go for it. So my dad packed us all up. We were transferred from McDonnell Douglas, not on medical, but in the beginnings of all the computer technology, he was one of the experts. So what a difference our country has and the opportunities of choosing a place to live. And we have that choice for whatever we like about it, whether it's your company, it's the lifestyle, it's the weather. This is one thing that's awesome. And for California to be celebrating 175 years with such diversity and the things that we accomplish as a state, I'm pretty proud now to say I'm from California rather than from Missouri.
Similar to Supervisor Washington, my father came to California around the same time. My father came to California to study, first at Pepperdine University in 1948. He left Panama, came to Los Angeles to study civil engineering in 1948. He then found that my mother, and they were not married at the time, was in San Jose. So he went and transferred to San Jose State University, where I was born the year he graduated, 1953. So I'm proud to be a first generation born in California, have lived here almost all my life, proud to have raised my children here and now my grandchildren here. But for a brief time, I spent college at Purdue University in West Lafayette, Indiana. And I got to tell you that how excited I was when I transferred to UC Riverside, because the weather in December was so much nicer here in Riverside than it was in West Lafayette, Indiana. And as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, I'm reminded that the state constitution, which is housed in the Secretary of State's office in Sacramento, was written both in English and in Spanish. So I celebrate, as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month, I celebrate and proud to have been born here in California and proud to continue living here.
Well, thank you all, my colleagues, as well as Karina and the governor's office. Now, some folks came here for opportunity, others always lived here, los Californios. And there's the first governor was Pio Pico, and he happened to be Mexicano. And obviously, California is a beautiful state. There's a reason why we're here. Regardless of the trials and tribulations, all the concerns that we may have, the issues that you may face, there's no other state like California. Especially the diversity, the ingenuity. The yes, we can do it, make it happen. Character that we have. The inclusiveness. And what my colleagues talked about, the human rights, civil rights side of it all too. Yeah. I think it was the 31st state, 1850. This is after the 1845 war between Mexico and the United States. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo, 1848. And as a result of all that, We had California become its own state, just like Arizona, Nevada, Utah, Texas. It all happened all around the same time through manifest destiny. Just a little bit of history. Some people appreciate it more than others. And so, 39 million people live here in California alone. Obviously, the fourth largest economy in the world. I'm very fortunate to say that we have a large economy in the fourth district, tourism, ag, and it's awesome. I'm sorry? I know. I'm gonna throw it in. That's where I live, man. I grew up in Cochelita, California. Went to UC Riverside, as a matter of fact. And in any event, folks, we have a lot to be proud of being Californians. And as I mentioned, we may have those struggles that we may be facing on a daily basis. We just gotta get through them, figure out ways to collaborate, coordinate, potentially if possible, cooperate with one another, be nice to each other. Sometimes folks don't like to be nice. I think I found it that if you're nice, you get things done much easier. And at the end of the day, Karina, thank you for being here. And obviously let the governor know on behalf of County of Riverside, all our districts, that we appreciate being part of this effort. So I'm gonna give this to you. So we'll take a photo and yeah, every state had its own little I'll send some dates.